Good morning. It is Friday, the 19th of April. Our reading is from James 1, verses 2 through 3. Consider it all joy, my brothers, when you encounter various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith brings about perseverance. Okay, this is basically the same concept as we had yesterday. And again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but I want to just reiterate the joy is for what the Lord is doing in our lives, not for the struggles or the suffering. There is no need to thank God for the suffering rather than thanking Him for what He's doing through it. And there has always been strange teachings. If you're not suffering, you must be out of God's will. Well, we don't suffer all the time, so that's not a valid statement. But the one that's even more damaging is, if you're suffering, you must be out of God's will. And we certainly know from many truths in Scripture that that's not true. The reality is that sometimes we go through difficult times, and sometimes God gives us a break, or things are just more peaceful. And suffering can mean different things to different people, too. So we're not in a position to evaluate all of that. All we know is when we are going through difficult times, whatever that means for us, then we simply are to rejoice in the fact that God is in us and can carry us through it, and that He will use it for His glory, and we'll be blessed accordingly. So, if you're going through trials, ask God to take you out of them. And if He chooses not to, then ask God to help you persevere in them. So, whatever the case, I hope you have a peaceful day and a day of awareness of God's presence in your life. And I'll see you again tomorrow.